A reading from the letter to the Hebrews. Brothers and sisters, indeed, the Word of God is living and effective, sharper than any two-edged sword, penetrating even between soul and spirit, joints and marrow, and able to discern reflections and thoughts of the heart. No creature is concealed from him, but everything is naked and exposed to the eyes of him, to whom we must render an account. The Word of the Lord.
Our second reading for this Sunday is taken from the letter to the Hebrews. We have been reflecting on the wisdom that we need in order to choose true life, in order to discern where are the paths leading us to true life. In the first reading, the King Solomon is a shining example of such wisdom. But that wisdom did not come from his native talents. He asked the Lord to give him wisdom. And knowing that his life was that of a ruler over God's people, he knew his priorities. Wisdom, above all things. Wisdom is more important than power, riches, a long life. And by praying this way, Solomon was going against the wisdom of this world. But God gave him wisdom and all the other things that he did not ask for. Now, in the second reading, we are led to another way for us to acquire wisdom. If Solomon teaches us prayer, serious prayer, asking for wisdom, setting our priorities right, the second reading gives us the power of the Word of God. The Word of God, which is not just a sound. It is not just something that is written. It is living. And we know if we open ourselves to the Word of God, we will be immersed in the living wisdom that we need in order to find true life. The second reading describes to us the power and dynamism of the Word of God. And it dwells on one important element, which I think many of us would shrink away from. And it is this: when we open ourselves to the Word of God, the very Word of God will penetrate our being. It will be able, like a sword, to cut through our hearts, to cut through our innermost core, our spirit. And the Word of God will reveal to us who we truly are. That's one thing that we're afraid of. That's why cheating is rampant. That's why cheating is acceptable. That's why lies become some sort of an accepted mode of dealing with other people. But if we want to choose true life, we cannot avoid the path of wisdom by being truthful, facing the truth about ourselves. And the Word of God leads us to that truth about ourselves. And the second reading also seems to encourage us. Please give up your ways of cheating and hiding, for the Lord knows your heart. The Lord knows who you are. And who could be wise? Who could see the path to true life? Those who are not afraid to be honest, to be truthful, beginning with oneself and moving to our relationship with other people. A person who has become an expert in lying will not discover true life. A culture that bases itself on lying will have no future. Let us open ourselves to the Word of God. The Word of God will penetrate us. The pain it gives also leads to freedom.